Hey everybody. Um this is David here, aka Chessman, and I'm here just to talk. Um I'm just wondering where along the line where has happiness gone? You know, like I feel like ever since I've gone into my 30s, at least mid 30s, happiness has just gone away. So, I'm just wondering what is it? I don't know if this is a message from God or what, but I feel like when I was in my 20s, I wasn't afraid of anything. I lived in New York City, and all kinds of things could have gone wrong. Yet I didn't consider any of that. And I wasn't really worried about my family. I mean, I was always concerned, but I was never really worried. Now I'm just worried about them all the time. So what happened? And I feel like when I get into my 40s, I'm going to know even more and then realize it's just part of life. But part of me believes if there are people out there, young people who are not in this mode, who aren't in, oh my God, so many things could go wrong. Like, if you're not thinking of that, then I try not, part of me doesn't want to disturb them. Like, let them continue being happy. Ignorance is bliss. But another part of me wants them to wake up even sooner. Like, get on board as soon as you can so you can, I don't know, learn to live with it sooner. So maybe you'll be happy. Maybe you'll learn a way to be content. Or learn, I don't know, learn a way to live with it. But if you're watching and you don't know this, I'm sorry, but there's so many things that could go wrong. Like, my brother went on a kind of a vacation, and he went to North Carolina to get a car, and then he came and he made his way back home, and on the way they stopped at a bunch of different scene locations, like at Washington D.C. and a bunch of places, um, and they saw a lot of stuff. And in my mind, I was just thinking, like, if it was me there, I would just be constantly worried about getting separated from my brother. Like, we would get lost or separated from each other, or we'd forget where the car is parked, or we'd, I don't know, lose our keys or wallet or our phone or something, or we'd get lost on the way back home. Um, like, those are all the things I think of, and part of me, like, I used to think about these things like 5%, and 95% I wouldn't think about it and I'd be fine. Now I think about it like 60% of the time, maybe 80%. Um, so, and then, like, then there's, it's just, like, if you lost your phone, like, what would you do? How would you get the phone numbers back that are in the phone for people, from people that you know? How, like, especially if you lived in a different state than most of your friends. I don't know. I like so I'm always constantly checking my pockets wherever I am to make sure my phone does, cuz all of a sudden I notice my phone likes to slip out of my pocket when I'm in somebody's car or sitting on the couch. It just likes to slip out like it's a new thing. And so now I'm always worried. Um it's like, if something can go wrong, my brain just immediately focuses on that. And then, like, I believe God has us, but I do believe the reason why we learn about all these problems that could happen is because I think He wants us to know. He wants us to realize all the dangers that are out there. So when we just have our prayers and we pray for things we want, lives we want, like, we got to remember like, along with our prayers, what we're really asking for is that everything goes all right. So it's like, do we realize how much work God has to do in order to make sure everything goes exactly to plan? To make sure that that person doesn't rob us, he robs the next person, like, or that if he does rob us, we're able to get through it somehow. Um, like, my brother had a great time on the trip, he said, and he met some people, and he had some great conversations, and now he just wishes that would happen again. He wants to travel now all the time. And in my mind, it's like, yeah, but I didn't say this. I was like, support. I was like, yeah, I don't know where we'd go. Maybe if we started golfing, we could golf at all different kinds of golf courses. Or if I started playing chess, like for real, then we could go to all kinds of different chess tournaments across the U.S. Um, but what was my point? Um, but the thing is, he wants to have more great conversations with people. So it's like, to me, like, you had a great time the first time, like, on this trip, but it doesn't mean you're gonna have that great time again. It, like, you know how something goes well and then you try to force it to go well again, and it just doesn't happen. Um, so, like, you need God to do this. You need God to somehow make everything work really well, the best that it can be, and we want that all the time. Like, I have so many fears about having kids. Like, I feel like I have to have kids in order to keep my line going. My brother feels the same way. But I just keep thinking, like, all the things that could go wrong when you have kids. Like, you need God to make sure your kids are healthy, that they have great lives, because you don't want to have kids and they have terrible lives. Even though, like, I had problems as a kid, I had plenty of problems. So did my brother. He had more problems than I had. And that affects us today. Like, we're not that confident. We're not two very confident people. Like, we act like it sometimes, but we're really not because of our childhood. And there was ups and downs, but there was a lot of downs. So I think that's another problem is we have a history. Like, it's a good thing we believe in God, that's for sure. But he numbed us through a lot of the bad times. And so we got through them. And we woke up. When we woke up, we were fine, I think. Um, like, I notice, like, happy people, I think, are dumb people. Maybe there are smart people who are happy. They figured it out. But I don't know. I think the most you can be, if you know better, is kind of a controlled happiness. Like, you're on guard, but you're appreciative of what you have. You're appreciative of the kids you have, the house you have, the car you have. You're very appreciative. And I think that's as far as you get. Because it could be taken away. Something could go wrong. And it's because of God. Like, God didn't stop whatever it is that happened. Like, there could be a tornado or something, or I don't know. I mean, we got robbed before. Um, we got robbed a few times, and what time? Yeah. So, but somehow we got through it. Like, now, when I think about getting robbed, I'm just like, how would we get through it? How would, like, what would, if they broke the window? Like, what would we do? Would we stay at a motel for a few days while it got repaired? Who would we call to repair it? I mean, how do you get in touch with the insurance company? Hopefully you got insurance if you can afford it. Um, but I just count on other people to do these things. Like, where I live right now, I have no control. Like, there are people that there are other people that are in charge of these things. So I'm just like, okay, hopefully everything goes well, because some people I trust and some people I don't. When the the people that I trust are handling things, then I'm more confident that it'll get done the right way. But some people, I'm just like, hopefully it goes all right. And I like everything has to go well. So now when I think about it, I don't even I kind of still pray for things that I want, but I kind of don't. I kind of just like, well, give me what you can, if, because I know you constantly have to make everything go right. So I want the plan where everything goes right. But I know God can do anything. I think I don't know if he can do anything. I don't know if that's true, or he probably can. It's just we don't want him to do anything. We want him to do what we want, and we want him to do it in the way that he knows is best. So we have a plan, but we want him to perfect it. Like we want to build a house, but we want him to look at it and say, well, it would be better if it was like this. It would be better if it was like that. It would be better if the living room was bigger, if the kitchen was bigger, if there were two bathrooms. I don't know. If there was, I don't know, two-car garage. I don't know. Uh, but so like the other day, I did this thing where I was just like, for some reason in my mind, I was able to go, everything will be all right. And when I did that and I just believed it, all of a sudden I could sleep. My mind was really relaxed, and for a moment I was happy or relieved. I don't know if I was actually happy, but I was relieved because either everything will go all right will or it won't, but I think it will. Like we're meant to go through things. And I'm hoping I can learn from people's mistakes and learn things without having to go through it. That's what I'm hoping. Um, because I really don't want to go through bad times if I can help it. But I'm really worried. I think I'm in control of myself, but I'm really worried for my brother, my mother, my sister. Um, yeah, I should be worried about other people too, but for some reason you don't really worry about people that aren't your family or friends. I don't know why. I don't know why. I find that strange. Let me see. So yeah, where has the happiness gone? Like there's still like I see people who read books and they seem happy, and it mystifies me. Like I think I think they're dumb. Like somehow their brain is dumb enough to have enjoyment from that. Or it must be a really good book. And those are the two possibilities. I used to like to read, and I still try. I try. Maybe I'm dumb enough to like some new book and get some happiness. And I don't want to be a downer, but like I don't know, like I feel like going on a trip to a bunch of museums, I could get through it, but I think I can only look at something for a few seconds and then I get bored and I realize I'm just standing around. Like I would rather be sitting comfortably in a nice comfortable chair instead of standing. So, and like going to the beach, the problem I don't like about going to the beach is you get burned by the sun. Even if you use sunscreen, a lot of times you still get burnt. I don't get it. Some sunscreen just doesn't work, especially on your face. Um, so I don't. That's why I don't like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind it. I think sometimes I'd get really bored, and sometimes I would like it. Um, I don't really care for swimming because I need glasses to see. So anytime I have to take my glasses off, I don't feel as comfortable. And yet, if I have my glasses on, then I can't really go underwater because with the glasses on, so I feel vulnerable. So it's kind of annoying. Yeah, God hasn't repaired my eyesight yet. I don't know why, but for some reason I have to go through life wearing glasses, which people don't think that's a handicap, but I think it is. Um, yeah, so what is happiness? What did it used to be? Like, I remember playing tennis when I was a kid, and those moments I was happy, or at least the idea of playing tennis, and then it was only, I don't know, there were times it was fun, and there were times I was just missing everything, or hitting the ball, like when I wasn't good at it, and then it was just a nightmare. Um, when other times was I happy? Whenever I was acting, I think I was happy. Um, Playing pool, I was happy. Being with friends, I think I was happy. So I was happy a lot of the time, I think. Sometimes I'm not sure. Um, there were times in college where it was very stressful, and there were times I was happy. Like it was the best time of my life. There was times in New York City for sure it was the best time of my life. There were times I was super stressed out and I didn't know what to do, and there were times that it was going that when I was acting, everything was great. Um, when I was doing background work for TV shows and movies, it was great because I was getting paid for pretty much doing nothing. And occasionally I'd be on TV. So that was great. The food was great, pretty great. Um, I gained quite a bit of weight actually that summer or year. I don't know if it was a summer. It was a few months. I did about 40 different shows. Well, a combination of 40 different days of work of background work. So enough to know what it's about. Um, so I guess I was happy then. There were a lot of when I was in acting school. There were quite a few girls, so that was good. Occasionally, I drank. Drinking was fun. I was happy when I was drinking at times. That's for sure. Um, huh. So I don't know what the key to happiness is. Bliss, ignorance is bliss. So I guess bliss is the key to happiness. And what is bliss? I hear ignorance is bliss. What else is bliss? Um, if you can really trust that God has everything taken care of, but I still feel like you have to do something at times to make things go well. You either have to not say anything to let things go well, or you have to speak up and do something. I think. Um, like today, I had to help with cooking. So I had to do stuff to make things go well. And it did. It did. Um, but today, I don't know. I was just watching chess all day for like 4 or 5 hours. And at times I was happy, and a lot of times I wasn't. Like, I was just constantly thinking, honestly, what can I'm trying to be productive. And the only thing I can do being productive that I can think of is has to do with chess. So I was thinking, what kind of chess videos can I make? I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to do the best I can. Either something I really want to make, or something that is entertaining for people to watch. But the problem is, I think chess is very entertaining, but a lot of people don't. Even people who watch this, I don't know what they're watching for because they click on my videos, but they don't watch for very long. So I don't know what they're expecting because it's chess that it says in the title. So part of me wants to do what people want, and part of me just wants to do what I want. So I'm trying to do both. trying to do what I want and what will help people. But when I do what will help people, what I think, I don't know, people don't watch. Um, very, I get a subscriber once in a while, but so I try to tell myself, well, at least those people are interested. And I have about 46 subscribers. One of them is my brother. So it's really 45. No, he counts. He counts, but he subscribed because he's my brother. But he's not really into chess. And yeah, so I don't. What is happiness? I think it's a feeling that's in here and in your head, and it comes from somewheres. Like, there were moments today where I felt like I was doing good. Like, right now, I don't have to work. Like, I remember what it's like to work, and I remember how stressful it is having to get up, that alarm clock that goes off, and then you have to get up, and then you have to go to work. And some days it was good, and some days work was good, and some days it wasn't. Um, so some days I felt good, I was being productive, making money, and some days I just couldn't stand it. Well, I didn't like it. I don't know if I could stand it, but I didn't like it. And then I kept worrying, like, there'd be bad days. We'd be shorthanded or something would go wrong, and then the day would just be a nightmare. We'd be behind on everything. Yeah, and so I just, I didn't like those days. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm really relieved. I keep reminding myself what it was like when I had to work, and now I don't. So that's a huge relief. But in the back of my mind, I'm always like, well, you got to be prepared just in case you got to go back to work someday. Because you want to be on the top of your game if you have to. You don't want to be mentally and physically, you want to be on the top of your game. So that's that's why I figure the only thing I could do is keep working on chess. That's the closest thing I have to work. And then on the side, I'm doing YouTube videos. So just in case YouTube works, then that would be great. So I'm doing two things. I'm working on chess, which is my hobby, and I'm working on YouTube. And I'm going to keep doing these things until I get another job. So if YouTube doesn't become my job, then I'll have to get I'll right now I don't really have to get a job. I make enough money. But if I have dreams and I want stuff to happen, then I don't see I I don't see any other way than making more money, unless someone who's rich just takes me in and gives me everything. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Or some, I don't know, some network or some business, some company, some acting network, I don't know, wants to do my story and then gives me a lot of money. Maybe if so, I could talk someone into creating Chessman as a superhero, and I make a lot of money like Marvel. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. See, right now I feel okay because we've been talking about this stuff. I feel better. So, is this happiness? Why do I feel better? Because I've just talked about some positive things, I think, about how it's possible, even though it's possible that YouTube might work out, I might get another job. That even though a few minutes ago the idea of having a job I didn't like, the way I said it is positive was positive. So now I feel positive about it. Like, I might get another job, which will make me feel productive. Um, I would like a job that I can handle, but I want to make enough money. So, um, I don't know what enough money is. Like, I don't think YouTube is my type of job, but if I can make money, it's money, and I'll do it. But I don't know if I'm really the type to really put a lot of time into making videos. I think if it comes easy, I'll do it. But if it takes a lot of editing or something, I don't know if it's my thing. I'm not sure. Maybe if I'm really bored and I need something to do, then I would like it. Um, but I really don't like everything is fine right now with me, anyways, and I hope everything's fine with my brother. I think it is. It just depends what's going on in his head. Um, he's got dreams and aspirations, and I don't know how any of that's gonna come true. Um, we believe in God, but still, God doesn't just give us what we want. At least I don't think He does. Maybe He does. Maybe some people He does. Or maybe He knows what we want and we don't know what we want. And He does give us what we want at the right time. Maybe He doesn't. I'm still trying to figure it out. I still feel like a kid. God is the parent, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Um, but so far He's given me everything I needed that I need. He's given me a place to stay. He's given me food. He gave me a brother. I have a sister. I have a mother. My father passed away about a few months ago, last January. Um, but I still got a mother, still got a brother, still got a sister, a brother-in-law, a niece and a nephew. So there's the makings of a family. It's in pieces. They're all separated, but it could be worse. Um, I would love it if I was a rich uncle, though. If I was the rich uncle and I could do something every once in a while. A rich uncle on TV, some kind of nice reality show or something. Something like Hogan's Knows Best. If I could be on a TV show like that, David Knows Best. I don't know. Chessman, and I don't know. Have a family, and maybe my brother's on it too. Yeah, I don't know. Would that make us happy? I don't know. Sometimes I think if we could come up with some kind of thing to do with YouTube, like I was thinking maybe golf vlogs. I'm a terrible golfer, but he could like record me golfing, and maybe make it into a nice vlog. Maybe that would be entertaining. Or if I start playing poker, I don't know if that would be entertaining. It'd be entertaining if I won. So I don't know. Um, happiness. What is happiness? Like again, I'm worried. How much does God do, like to make sure everything goes well, and how much do you do? Does God do 100%, or does He do 99%? And there's 1% on your shoulders that you have to listen to Him, like, and then I don't know. It's just how much can we believe in the Bible? Is the Bible real or not? Because I don't know, like Moses, like God told Moses to be the speaker, and then He begged him not to. He wanted his brother to be the speaker when talking to Pharaoh. So God was angry with him, but He was like, "Okay, your brother will do it." So I don't know. I guess my point was, how much do we have to listen? Like, how much do we have to do to get it right? Like, if I hadn't have paid attention today when we were cooking, would we not have eaten tonight? We probably would have. It would have been a bad experience. They would have been disappointed in People would have been disappointed in me probably that I didn't carry my weight in helping. Um, I don't know. Happiness. I don't know. I don't know. I'd like it if my brother was happy. like for some reason, I don't know. My sister and her family, they got each other and they seem happy. Even at times it's not always going great, but they seem to make it, even if they're not happy. So I'm not as worried about them being happy. My mother, she's always working, and I don't know how she does it. I don't. She must have found some secret, but she still works, and I don't know if she's happy, but she works, and she somehow makes it through. I think she's partially happy. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think my brother's happy. Like, tries to be, but we both want to do something bigger in our lives. I would like to travel to all the different chess. I think I would. I think I would. At times, I really like the idea of going to all different chess clubs across the country and playing in all kinds of tournaments. I would like to win, of course. That would be great. I don't know if I could do it if I was always losing. I don't know. Maybe I would just feel pointless, like it's a waste of time. Sometimes I'd be okay with it, and sometimes I'd feel like it's a waste of time. I like I'm trying like I'm looking for something, but I don't know what I'm looking for. Like I don't know. Like I want to talk about stuff. I don't want to just play chess. I want to talk about things. Maybe I finally want to be the person who adapts chess to life. And then that's my slogan. Like how we're finally as chess players, we're finally going to figure out how to adapt chess to life and how to apply it to life. Because there's grandmasters that are so smart with chess, but they're I don't think they're that smart in real life. But maybe they are. Maybe they are. Um, but I think there are people, everyday people who are only okay at chess that they should be doing well in life because of chess. That's what I think. Um, like chess gave them that spark in their brain, and now they're organized. They can handle stressful situations. They can think outside the box, look for unique solutions um, in life. Um, yeah, I guess I don't know. We could go on and on talking about happiness. I just like I feel happy that I'm making this video right now, but as soon as it's done, I'll feel good when it's loading, when it's uploading, but after that, I got to make another video making some chess moves, so I got to do that. So I'll feel productive doing that. But once that's uploaded, then it'll be kind of late, so it'll be almost time for bed. And then I'll feel a little bit better, like I've been somewhat productive. Um, I just kind of wish I knew what I was supposed to be doing, and I don't know. I'm gonna keep. I hope I keep. God has to keep telling me new videos to come up with, and so far a handful of them that I made I think are pretty good, even though I don't have many views. I don't understand. I see other people make videos and they get tons of views, and I think mine are just as good, and they don't get the views. And I think the titles are fine. I don't think I'm titling them wrong, but I don't know. I don't I don't know if it's just God just putting in people's hearts to skip my video, to just look past it, don't click on it. Maybe God doesn't want me to be successful in YouTube. Maybe it's too much work. Maybe he doesn't want me to work this hard. Maybe. Maybe I'm only supposed to touch a handful of people, give them this message, and the rest, they don't listen. Maybe there's only a few people out there who do listen, and the rest wouldn't hear my message. They'd be on false ears. Um, and maybe that's God doesn't want me to try to appease all of the non-believers, all of the negative people. I if it's negative people, I don't know, but uh, I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Um, but I'm gonna keep making videos, and the thing is, even if I had the money, I still don't know what I would do. Would I go traveling now with my brother? Would I become courageous and not worry about every single little thing? Would I play chess all across the country if I could afford it? Afford the motels and the fees you gotta pay to play? And I don't know. Maybe we'd go golfing too. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know if I don't know. If you have anything to say, just let just say it in the comments. If you like this at all, please subscribe, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.